All right, the next one we're going to be taking a look at is ACOL. This one's currently down 38%. This has been a big runner. For anybody that, what about this stock? You're just finding out about this stock. This is why we definitely encourage you guys to check out investorshangout.com. When this stock was originally called by Jobam over here on investorshangout.com/live. Okay, and you guys would have had multiple opportunities to make money well before the run. So as I say that, so many people say, where can I find these stocks? A lot of these big runners, I'm able to track back to Investors Hangout when we start doing these videos early on, and then they start taking off. We're catching up on them, and they're hitting our radars before they start taking off and stuff, because we're seeing anomalies in volume and whatnot. So that's what we're looking for. And you guys see this big run up here, and then yesterday started a big pullback, giving back everything. I mean, you guys were right there at 5 cents. Right there, where did this one open at? It hit a high of 5 cents, and it came so close the day before at 499, 0499, and then the next morning it opened at 0498, and then it came up and tapped that at that purple line, which is going to be that 5 cent mark. Man, that is major resistance. I was watching it and watching a stream on this one over on Twitter when it was getting close. It was a lot of fun watching, because it was really close to breaking it. And then the next day, a big sell-off. You guys came down and tested this resistance or support level at 0333. And then today, you guys opened at that, and it keeps pushing down. Right now, I can move this support level down to around right here. 0176 is going to be that level. Personally, this one you're going to want to put on hold until it levels out. In my opinion, I think that it's going to turn around, in a day or so, and start moving back up, hopefully. That's usually what's going on here. But man, this one made such a big move, and it's making a big move, pulling back down. A lot of people again got down here when this volume really started picking up and rode it up there. Seeing that, taking some profits, getting in and out, and then you guys got outside that upper Bollinger Band. And I've noticed that when I do these analysis of these videos, a few times I've been wrong. I thought it was going to pull back, and it never did, and it just kept going from there. Now, me personally, usually when it gets to that level, I think that it starts pulling back down there. But I was wrong, and unfortunately, sometimes, and I've noticed this, when I'm wrong on the pullback, it's usually bigger than normal following up, and I've got enough videos to show that as far as analysis. So when it does keep going, it seems like it is a bigger pullback later on. I personally didn't expect to see a pullback from 5 all the way down to 2 cents. That is a huge pullback. I mean, it's a 50 cent, almost a 50% loss in those 2 days. So that being said, what are you going to be looking for now? I'm going to be watching for this one to stabilize around the 0173 area, tapping that a little bit before it starts bouncing off of that. But like I said, you can't win them all, and this one was originally talked about over here. And a shout out to Kyle Deal over on Twitter for he's really big into following this one. So if you guys are following this ACOL, if you're first time checking this out, go over on Twitter and look for Kyle Deal. He is really big into ACOL, following it. He did a stream the other day about it. I mean, he knows a lot about this company and makes it clear that he is not working for the company or any affiliation besides being an investor. So if you're interested in that, I do encourage you guys to go over there and check him out. And follow what they say. I mean, he's like I said, really big in ACOL. Let me go ahead and type up the support and resistance levels, and let Joe take over and see what you got to say.
Well, so there hasn't been any recent news since the last time, Well, we went over it a few times. I mean, if you look at your chart, we went over it so many times. They basically, the latest press releases from the company were that they were. Let me pull this up, man. Sorry. I was listening to what you had to say this time. Normally, I just go and research the company. That time right there, I was actually listening and watching the chart and everything.
Mhm.
All right, so they were basically on the January 23rd. It was Acology to expand Canadian operations, but the one before that was how they were having a partnership or like a partnership with. I'm trying to go back on this freaking press release. We need to adjust some of these new press releases. You know what I mean? Because what happens is a lot of these press releases are getting pushed over by other news that are more like, you know what I mean, like sponsored or whatever. All right, that's that. But so all right, so right there on January 3rd, Ecology announced that they were having a partnership with Brovita Incorporated, and that was in regards to their product, which is called the Med Trainer. So that Med Trainer right there, and then it's Broveta Pack. So they're having a partnership with them. So it's prior to traveling. Let's see. So announced partnership with Brovita Incorporated and will begin immediately to place state-of-the-art patented two-way humidity packs in their signature product, the Med Trainer. So I mean, this Med Trainer right here and the humidity pack, it's like they're gearing this product for the MJ market. So people could obviously. It really comes down to right now, in my opinion, with this company is seeing the sales and everything else. Looking at their future quarterly coming up and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it, Dave. I mean, I could keep
This is
repeating myself, but
exactly, and this is one, you guys, that we've covered multiple times. And that being said, if you're if you're interested in this one, a lot of the company information will be available for you over here on Investors Hangout. Company profile, time and sales. You're able to see all the time and sales. It looks like there was a sell at 200,000 shares at 205 at 11:59. So that being said, I mean, this is obviously delayed, the time and sales, but you guys have the company profile, time and sales, recent news, filings, and financials, all free over here on investorshangout.com. I encourage you guys to check it out and watch what happens here. And again, the analysis that I personally put on here, I said 0210 hold, support at 0177, watch for a day or two for a bounce for this to turn around. In my opinion, it will bounce. This is a very, very interesting stock. A lot of people interested in this one. I know that I talked about gaps back here, and it looks like every one of those were filled now. So keep an eye on it. Wait for it to turn around. And again, big shout out to Kyle Deal over on Twitter. Because if you guys want to know more about the company, what they're doing, I definitely encourage
yeah, but
you guys.
he's on Investors Hangout too. He's on this actual board.
Yeah, let me bring that up. If you come over here and look at the message board, and come down. Okay, so we got the chart up here, the time and sales, and come down here. You can go ahead and right here, what's the deal? Ask him. He's very, very knowledgeable about this stock. And makes that pretty clear. So what's the deal over here on investorshangout.com? Check that out. Come over here and share your thoughts on it. ACOL, again, if you're interested in checking out the live stream, that's going to be investorshangout.com/live.